Tyrod Taylor, the Drought-Breaker for Bills Mafia, is coming here to Buffalo Sunday night with the New York Giants. It's highly likely that Daniel Jones, the Giants' starting quarterback, is going to be out. What does this mean for this upcoming game? A game that the Buffalo Bills need to get back on track, especially offensively. Coming back from London, the jet lag. We got to break that ice, Bills Mafia. But welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. I already mentioned Daniel Jones is going to be out for the New York Giants, and I really think that this could potentially help the New York Giants. Yes, the New York Giants, one of the worst offenses so far this year, as well as defensively. They are 1-4. Their only win coming against another 1-4 team, the Arizona Cardinals. And we could see a lot of injuries on that offensive line. You know, no continuity on that offensive line. Typical of a Bobby Johnson who came from Buffalo, our ex-offensive line coach. You know, just the mixing and matching on that offensive line just really does not help out. Daniel Jones is going to be out. So we need to understand Tyrod Taylor. And speaking of understanding Tyrod Taylor, we understand Tyrod Taylor probably better than Brian Daboll in the New York Giants. Why is that? Because Brian Daboll came after Tyrod Taylor. Sean McDermott broke the playoff drought his very first year being here as head coach with Tyrod Taylor as quarterback and Rick Dennison as our offensive coordinator. Brian Daboll didn't come here until the following year in year two after Tyrod was gone. So I think knowing that we understand Tyrod, knowing that we understand his deficiencies, and one of the reasons why we ended up kind of parting ways with Tyrod Taylor was because we understood he couldn't see the entire field, and also his lack of durability because of his escapability, because of his running ability, and all those things. He would get hit, he would get beat up, and he would take those blows. Now, fortunately, a born-for-Buffalo quarterback, Josh Allen, the size, everything that you need, was literally everything that Tyrod Taylor was and more. A strong arm, could see the entire field, can make all the throws, right? So we understand clearly there are some deficiencies with Tyrod Taylor. Now, the thing that I think the Giants could actually benefit from here is the mobility of Tyrod Taylor. Now, I know some Giants fans that could be watching this say Daniel Jones is athletic. And yes, Daniel Jones, he could definitely make some moves and he can run, but he is not Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is a mobile quarterback. Tyrod Taylor can shake and bake, stiff arm and run. We saw it so many times here in Buffalo. This is a different type of mobility that Tyrod Taylor has. And when you're looking for a spark, especially offensively, when you're looking for something to happen here, Tyrod Taylor is a great quarterback for Brian Daboll and the New York Giants. Now, Tyrod was asked this week if he sees that the offense is going to make some substantial changes with him being in the lineup. And he said, you know, I would assume so, although that's not up to him. That's up to the coaches. But when Daboll was here, he always mentioned putting our players in the best position to succeed. So I think there are going to be a little bit of scheme changes offensively for the New York Giants to help out scrambling Tyrod Taylor. And we know how dangerous Tyrod Taylor is and how well he takes care of the football. That was the one thing that allowed us to go to the playoffs was, you know, Tyrod wasn't throwing for 200, 300 yards a game like Josh Allen, but he very rarely ever threw an interception. It was so rare that he threw an interception. We relied on that defense. We relied on our defense to basically win games. We kept games close, right? And we won it in the narrowing seconds of the game based on turnovers or in our defense, you know? And I really think the New York Giants have a great quarterback, probably one of the highest sleepers quarterbacks in this league with Tyrod Taylor. But I already mentioned, he lacks the height. He lacks the ability to see the entire field. He lacks the ability to make all of the throws. Our coach, Sean McDermott, knows Tyrod Taylor better than ultimately Brian Daboll. So what is going to happen in this game? How does this really impact the Buffalo Bills Sunday night? You know, and yes, I could see Brian Daboll in this offense having maybe a little bit more success with Tyrod Taylor because of his mobility, because of the ability to take care of the football. Now, defensively, the Bills are really looking to get back on track. We lost Trey White. We lost Matt Milano, Daquan Jones. They're all on IR. You know, who's going to rise to the occasion here? Poona Ford, free agent, said to replace Daquan Jones, Dorian Williams, looking to somewhat replace Matt Milano, as well as Tyrell Dodson and AJ Klein getting called up to the active roster. So how's that going to shake up? Who's going to rise to that occasion? And then Trey White, we see that Dane Jackson actually was the only person that unfortunately did not practice with a foot. So we could very well see Kyer Elam and Christian Benford, who was out last week, starting for the Bills. Now, there's a lot of shuffling going on for this Buffalo Bills defense, but knowing that the Giants have a new quarterback underway here with Tyrod Taylor, the first time that they're rolling out with Tyrod Taylor under a coach who really doesn't understand Tyrod Taylor's deficiencies like we do. Saquon Barkley's hurt. An offensive line that's been riddled with injuries. I mean, mixing and matching. There is a lot going on with the New York Giants, and I think there's going to be a lot of scrambling around of Tyrod Taylor. That's why I think Tyrod might be even a better fit because of the punishment that Daniel Jones has taken, the inability for the New York Giants offensive line to block, going against really an elite pass rush here with the Buffalo Bills. Ed Oliver still rated the highest pass rush in the NFL right now. You got guys like Greg Rousseau, who was out last week, that should be coming back. And Von Miller, hopefully a higher pitch snap count this week. He's just going to get more and more as the weeks progress, coming off that season-ending injury. And Leonard Floyd, AJ Epinesa continuing to blossom. So we still have a ton of elite pass rushers on this Buffalo Bills defense, and it's going against a horrible, weak New York Giants offensive line. Yes, Tyrod Taylor can scramble and do these things, take care of the football, but I really believe the Buffalo Bills offense, after a lackluster start, we can blame it on the jet lag, and I really think Buffalo Bills are going to get right back on track here against the New York Giants. This is a perfect game for Bills Mafia and this offense to run up that score, to force Tyrod Taylor to start slanging that ball all across the field. We know Tyrod Taylor does not have the arm to make all the throws. That is why we moved on from him, and we have our franchise guy, Josh Allen. I really think this is going to be a dominant performance for Bills Mafia. Sunday night here, it's going to be absolutely great. Sean McDermott calling plays on the defense. Brian Daboll rumored to be calling plays for the offense. True battle of two great coaches here. Sean McDermott, Brian Daboll. Man, you got the coaching trees, and we got the Bills, we got the Giants. Basically like the Buffalo Bills with Joe Shane. Ton of storylines happening here into this game. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe for future videos. I'm dropping videos every single day. So if you guys want to support me, hit that like, subscribe. Also check out Buffalo Fan Shop. That would be absolutely awesome of all of you. Appreciate you guys, and go Bills.